All right, so I'm using iCloud as my primary storage device just because I'm an Apple person, but I find that they are not as good about recognizing the people in my photos and where I am and what's going on. I think it's because they're limiting a lot of the privacy, because they're doing a lot of it on the device instead of in the cloud, because they don't make their money off of the services, they make their money off of you buying the iPhones. So I found that the best recognition and management of the photos to the cloud is through Google. Because Google, once you upload it, it starts to recognize who the different faces are. It starts to recognize where you are. It'll recognize the cactus and the background there. And it'll start tagging all these different items so you can put them together. And isn't that really awesome? Because it's like having your own virtual assistant that's taking all these components. That way you don't have to do all this work yourself. It is a crazy amount of work to, at the end of the day, after you've gone through a whole bunch of meetings, you haven't eaten maybe, you have to worry about editing video and loading up video and categorizing video. What usually happens is that you just don't even make the video. So we find that the best video is the one you actually make. So use these different services. So Google and iCloud, I like to use just as a default. Now, if you are a professional and you're making a fair amount of content, or maybe you are like a videographer or your digital agency, you might consider a tool like Frame.io. Frame.io allows for the automatic upload natively from your phone up into the cloud and these different folders, but it also allows for video editors to be able to do formatting, and they have a transcription integrated with them. It's called Auto.ai. You can use Auto.ai by itself, but because they have that integration, it'll automatically grab the words out of there and put it into the video for you. It just makes it a lot faster to be able to turn things around. It'll cost you less money when you're doing that. There's also Descript. Descript is if you are probably a larger company and you want to involve a lot of other people there to turn your videos into blog posts or courses or books or other kinds of snippets, because Descript has a transcription plus overdub, which is audio faking, which we find is absolutely fantastic. So that's an overview of the major services. Get 2 or 3 of them. It might be overpaying to have multiple, but you never know. In a few years from now, you don't want to be kicking yourself saying, man, I wish those videos that I made were still there, or I lost on that hard drive somewhere. I mean, yeah, you can keep it on cold storage and some hard drive, but I really think that you should be keeping everything to the cloud as well. And one final little tip, I'm not going to intrude on the kinds of videos or things that you might have on your phone, but just be sure that if there's other people on your team today or in the future that are working on your stuff, that you don't have anything on your phone that maybe would be embarrassing to someone else who's looking at it, like, one of our video editors from the Philippines. And I just operate by the principle, anything that's on my phone is fair game. So the best way to avoid a scandal is to not do anything that could get you in trouble, okay? So just word to the wise. I know a lot of people who are reasonably high profile, and on their phone they have some things they probably don't want other people to see. So I'll just leave that there for you as an extra tip.